So, hello ladies and gentlemen, it's 25 December. Let's have a look where we are price action. End of the year coming in 1 week, so very important timing. In terms of the halving cycles, nothing changed, right? But these candles, and we have to monitor it closely. Again, end of the year, so the candle we close as it closed. But if you look back in these candles, we usually have the wicks and the opening of a new candle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the candle I would like to see really on Bitcoin. Point is, we could still see the decent pullback at beginning of January, and it will be the best opportunity to trade. I really do hope to see this personally as well. So let's keep in touch here. If the same charts, 12 months, 6 months, nothing changed here on the higher time frame. On the lower, we go in a second. But again, for the Q1 2025, ETH is the one who should outperform Bitcoin. Next chart, if we compare Bitcoin to gold ETF, this is where we are. So let me compare, and it's here. So Bitcoin gold, when start trading ETF, that's exactly the same chart. The blue zone is exactly just compared to the Bitcoin, how it could go exponentially higher. So we have a better times to sell and times to buy, as you can see on the gold. The same here, right? That's why, you know, if you average DCA on spot, that's nothing really big change. You just keep doing it. But if you want to maybe trade futures, now it's the month of a little bit cautious, because if you see the current month, if I zoom in, we are in this red candle here, and it doesn't mean you have to repeat. But look, what happened next in gold was 1, 2, 3 months of increase, and it could actually happen to Bitcoin as well. It's because we expect the pump on altcoins. Altcoins pumping, of course, when Bitcoin is slowing down, but also the trend should stay positive. That's when Bitcoin pumps, altcoin will pump, double pump, you know. So that's why this makes really sense. So on the lower time frame, this is how Bitcoin looks like. We had the pump and the confirmation of the support at the 95,000 area. Ethereum, in consequence, is giving us very good green candle, and I really do hope to see still a little bit pullback then, but I'm not sure we get it. We come back to the Ether chart in a second, because we see almost similar price chart pattern here than here. So give me a sec. On the higher time frame, Bitcoin looks still fine. RSI, everything is still way to go, okay? But even if we saw the first yesterday huge sell of a spot ETF from BlackRock, the biggest sell ever, we don't see the sign of the end of the bull market yet. So the reason on the sell-off could be that they want to move this money to alts. That's the main reason. The lower time frame Bitcoin, this is the Ether chart I wanted to discuss. Let's have a look. So Q1 next year will be Ether time, not Bitcoin really. So let's have a look where we are. You look, if we compare the similar price action to the left, to the right, then this is where we could be. So this week pump, price go up, first week of January, then second, third. Am I right? So when we have a week today, and then the next week is week first. So week today, the first week of Jan is next week, second week, third week. You see, so it's a third, fourth week of January when is the inauguration of the Donald Trump. So actually, this could be the play we could do. I think what can happen is that if the similar situation can happen, we could see the further price of the increase on the next week, but then for the first 2-3 weeks of January, we could actually see the further pullback on ETH. That means Bitcoin will do the same, right? It's everything doing together, and that would be the opportunity to go all in. Like around inauguration time, 20th of January, make huge orders. Huge. All bets. So if you didn't catch up this bottom at 3,100 for ETH, then the next chance could be around the inauguration time. So we have 3 weeks time, and after that we should expect the real pump, which we are all waiting for altcoins. Bitcoin dominance. The chart looks exactly like in the past. Really nothing changed. The third time in the row it's doing similar chunk pattern. If you go to the lower time frame, that's how it looks like. So we can see that the previous support came to resistance, and now became resistance. So it looks very good for altcoins. Alt season should be coming there. If we see the dominance for top 10 excluding top 10 cryptos, we are exactly at the, also repeating the history. We have the 4 green candles, always the wicks are there. So the point is there are the pullbacks, strong pullbacks, almost every month. We have the price going higher. On spot, you just keep holding and sell it around March, at least take profits. Not all of them, but you can take some profits. But for futures, you know, these weeks can mean you are liquidated, so it's very dangerous. Others to ETH, the momentum is building, and the others to Bitcoin the same. That's the point that now the next Q1 2025 is a good time to be in the alts. So if we see the crypto total market cap excluding top 10, that's basically the chart of ETH I was talking about. There is nothing changed. It's more or less similar pattern, and this is how it looks for alts excluding Bitcoin in Ether. So yeah, almost similar chart, but we had a bigger pump on the larger caps like XRP, ADA, DOT, IOTA, or this kind of stuff. So that's why chart looked a bit differently, and this price was decent, right? From 4th November, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ahead of price increase. So we have 2 weeks pullbacks. It's a third week. Yeah, there can be a time for a pullback. It's pullback, not trend reversal, but that's what's happening. After 5 weeks of price increase, we may have a decent pullback, okay? And if we compare it back to the historical demand, we could be historical price action, we could be like here, right? It was the same moment when we compare it to the price of Ethereum. So let me quickly mark it for the future for us. I'm just trying to find it. It's here. So we are, let's say, here, right? We have a decent price build up, pullback, and then decent move still to come. You can just double the move to the same move like we saw for now, and we would double. If we would double the move, we could go very quickly, like by March, to 1,700,000,000, which would be another price double for the alts. Okay, then the next charts, dominance for excluding top 10, nothing changed. We are in a good position. This is also looking fine. XRP, ADA, Doge, everything is having a decent pullback, and I think this inauguration 20 January is the next day we need to keep in touch, right? And look how beautiful it is to compare the chart of Bitcoin in the current era compared to 2017. We have almost the same price action. I'm trying to zoom in. You see here the red one at the bottom here, the red is the current cycle, and these are the previous cycles. So look, we are now at 25 of December 2024, and this is the day 249. At the bottom you see 249, right? See the halving. This is the halving, yeah. So if we go back to the latest dump, let's say, it was 249, and here is around 259, like 10 days, 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now, it's a 1-2, yeah, it's beginning of January. So according to the chart and the historical pattern, the beginning of January, we could see the final drop of the price before initiating the next move up. So yeah, maybe the price will not wait for inauguration. If you, for spot, you must have your bugs already there, but for futures, let's monitor it closely. So the rainbow, nothing changed. Stock to flow, nothing changed. Alt season, we are consolidating evidentially around 49, which is a very good position. I think so. After the straight shoot up, we can a little bit move back and then have a further move to the level of 80-90 overburned for altcoins in the Q1 2025. So this chart looks very good, and the coming back is always good to sell, take profits at 85-90. Always, it's always good indicator. You see how good indicator it is for taking profits. You don't have to take all profits, but partial, and that is what we keep monitoring. Spot Bitcoin ETF flow. So we saw the outflow 29, 24. We don't have yet the data for 24. It was the biggest outflow ever, so we will see it the next day. Maybe we should see it. Yeah, we don't see it here yet. You see, We have outflows since few days in a row basically, and we have no 24 yet here. So we'll have a look into it very soon. Heat map we already saw on the X News review. Bitcoin on Cook trends. We also pull back. It's incredible to see, but the trend is exactly going with the price. When the price go up, the trend go up. If the price go down, the trend go down. So a bit funny, but that's exactly how it's working. This one we checked, and the returns. So in average, Ethereum for Q1 of the year after the halving and the inauguration of the new president, it's pumping the most, you see. So the Q4 is 24, Q3 is always disaster, Q2 and the Q1 is usually the best one. So that is exactly what we are expecting in the coming 2 months. Bitcoin ETF flows, we already checked it. Bitcoin is number 7, this we already checked it, there is no change here. Global liquidity cycle, no change here as well. So this is the long-term indicator. This is no change, and the liquidation heat map looks very good. Everything get reset, everything is green and ready for the move in the next quarter. So that would be everything for today. Thanks a lot for watching, and talk to you tomorrow.